Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you've guessed by the title, I have a product empties video for you. And also I feel like it's been a long time since I've just sat down and talked to you guys. Let me know in the comments what sort of videos you want to see coming up. I do have a few autumnal videos, a DIY coming up, I know you like them, but don't be afraid just to leave me a comment down below or tweet me or just leave me a message on Instagram, just letting me know what sort of videos you like from me. Now I've used up a lot of products. I try my hardest to sort of use up products once I start them and not to just leave them. Some products I sort of start, then I like something else and use that, but I do, like I said, try my hardest to use up the product from start to finish. So I have quite a few makeup things as well. Ooh, and they were falling out, so let's get started. So I'm not going to go in any kind of order, I'm just going to start from the top and work my way down the bag. And first off, I have a few body products from Soap & Glory. Now I have used some of their body range before, but the reason why I actually bought these was I've been really into podcasts at the moment, and a few months back I discovered the Beauty podcast, I think it's called. I'll pop the link down below, and it's presented by 3 bloggers who also work in the beauty industry as well. And one of the episodes I was listening to was a body episode, and they basically made me want to buy all of the Soap & Glory body collection, and that's exactly what I did. So they sold it to me. So I started finishing off this Soap & Glory Clean On Me Creamy Clarifying Shower Gel. This was really good value for money. I think it was £6 and it had 500 ml, so it did last quite a long time, but then Ben started using it as well. He keeps using all my Soap & Glory products, so it didn't last as long, but if you're using it just you, then it's really great value for money. I definitely would repurchase this again. It's a beautiful sort of subtle scent, but really comforting, and it's just really a pleasure to use. Then next up we have the Sugar Crush Body Scrub. Now if you've seen one of my product empties before, I talked about the breakfast scrub. I would buy this body scrub again in this flavour as well. I love the Sugar Crush. This is the first time I've tried the Sugar Crush scent, and it's really refreshing, completely different to the Clean On Me. The Clean On Me is more like the Righteous Butter scent, very subtle, but this is just really refreshing and just really lovely. And I love these scrubs because they do the trick so well at just making your body really smooth. And then the last one I have is the Righteous Butter, and again this was the first time using this. Absolutely love this. This is better value for money than the Body Shop body butters. If you've watched me for ages now, you'll know I absolutely love the Body Shop body butters, but I do think they're quite expensive for what they are, and they seem to be sort of like going up in price. And to me, I consider the Body Shop sort of like a medium price brand, but I think this is just so much better value for money, and it does an equally as good job. So I will be repurchasing this again as well. So I have used up quite a few foundations over the last couple of months. So I have 3 to show you. So the first one's from Bourjois. This is the Healthy Mix Foundation. They have actually changed, I don't think they've changed the formula, but I think they've changed the packaging slightly. But I absolutely love this foundation. Quite a few years back I did a blog post on this, comparing it to the Chanel Vitalumiere Aqua, and it is identical but at half the price. And if you don't know, Bourjois are the baby sister of Chanel, so their formulas are quite similar, but like I said, this is much more affordable, so I definitely will buy this again. It's a beautiful lightweight foundation. Then I have 2 from Revlon, kind of like their iconic foundations. So I have the Colorstay and the Photo Ready. both I will say now I will repurchase again. I used to love the Photo Ready more than the Colorstay, but now I actually really love the Colorstay more. But like I said, I would buy both again. The Colorstay is quite full coverage, and really full coverage actually, kind of like a MAC foundation, but it's really beautiful. And they have actually changed the packaging on this as well to a pump now, which is even better, so we'll definitely be snapping one of them up. And then the Revlon Photo Ready, the only thing that annoys me about this is it does come in a pump, but I actually have quite a bit actually at the bottom that I cannot get out. I can't even unscrew this, I just can't do anything with it. So I feel like that little bit at the bottom is a bit of a waste of product, but this is a beautiful sheeny foundation. It's not really shimmery, but it's very comparable to the Makeup Forever HD foundation. I actually have one more Bourjois product, and it is their chocolate bronzing powder. I featured this in my top 10 drugstore bronzing powder picks. I'll pop a card up above. So you might have guessed that I would repurchase this again. It smells of chocolate. It's not affordable. I think it's like £11 or £10, but it does last for a good long time. So I would buy this again, but I have so many bronzers in my drawer at the moment. And then the other thing I have is this Urban Decay primer potion in Sin. So this is actually a really old packaging, but I got it in a pack, and these last for ages as well. Now, comparing this to the original, I probably wouldn't repurchase this tinted one again. It was really pretty, but I just prefer the original, sort of like with no tint or colour running through it. But this is really nice if you like a tinted eye primer. So next up I have a few skincare empties, and just a heads up, I'm actually going to be doing an updated skincare video soon, because I have actually been swapping out all my premium skincare products for drugstore, because drugstore skincare has come a long way now, and I think there is so many equally as good products out there now that are more affordable and appeal to a wider audience. And some of these premium skincare brands, they are really good, don't get me wrong, but I can't afford £100 pot of cream sort of every couple of months and things like that. It does get really expensive, so keep your eyes peeled for my drugstore skincare routine. But for the time being, I did use up the Earle Instant Boost Skin Tonic. Now this is one of my favourite toners, and this is not that expensive for a premium skincare product, but I have found some other toners that are similar in the drugstore. So I would repurchase this again in the future, but not any time soon, even though I do love it. It is 200ml, it's natural. So if you do like your premium skincare, this is definitely worth checking out. But I do have an alternative option for you guys that I will have in my drugstore skincare routine. Now, another great place actually for skincare, where you can get it at affordable prices and some premium skincare as well, is TK Maxx. I tell you what, that is a hidden gem. I love going in there for like homeware, beauty, anything like that, sportswear. Definitely go and look in there. But they always have so much amazing skincare and makeup and nail products at the moment. And I picked up these sheet masks. Sheet masks in the UK are only just starting to come into the market, but these were actually Korean ones. I did do a blog post on these that I'll link down below, but they're from the Creme Shop or the Cream Shop. No, it's the Creme Shop actually. And they were these zebra, have I got that right? Yeah, zebra face masks, and they were really good. You got loads of product in them. You got 3 in the set, I want to say for like £5, which was really good. And these were lovely and brightening, just like they made out to be, and I would repurchase these again. I think you can get these off Amazon as well, but I would repurchase them from TK Maxx if they did them again. Next I have a few hair products. I always seem to have hair product empties, but if you have watched my product empty videos before, you'll know I try and not feature anything that I have featured before, because there's no point talking about the same item again. So this next one is from Aussie, and I used to use this years ago when I was a teenager. I used to love the Aussie range, and I bought this 3-minute Miracle Reconstructor conditioner. I used this years ago, did really used to like it. It was really good value for money. I think it was like a £5. But I would repurchase this again. I use it on my ends. My ends are so dry after having blondes on the ends, so I need all the help I can get on the ends. But I would repurchase this again. It's really affordable. It lasts a good long time, because obviously you don't need to use it every time you wash your hair, just sort of like once every couple of weeks or something. But it's a really good product and it smells delicious as well. So talking of deep conditioners, I also have a premium branded one from Kingsley, and it's the iconic elasticizer. Now I have it in this humongous tub. This I think was just a one-off I got on QVC ages ago. This has lasted me forever. It was 1,000 mils, and I didn't use it all the time. I think I used it like once a month. I definitely would repurchase the smaller pot of this. It is quite expensive, but I'd say it is such a good conditioner, especially if you've got split ends or you dye your hair a lot. It really does condition it well. And I think Kingsley actually created this for, I want to say it was Marilyn Monroe. So it is a really iconic product as well, but such a good product. The other two hair products I have are from Tresemme, and it was actually a new sort of product, I guess, that they brought out, and it was called Beauty Full Volume. So what you did is you used the conditioner first and then the shampoo, so it was quite backwards, but it was really, really good, really affordable. Tresemme is. These were a nice size as well, but I'd say actually it took me longer to use the shampoo up. So once I'd finished the conditioner, I was just using the shampoo, and I felt like the system didn't work as well. So it would have been better if the conditioner was the same size, but it was a really great sort of method using the conditioner and then the shampoo. It made my hair feel really nice, and I definitely would repurchase this again, but it just would be nice if they had the conditioner in the same size. I actually have one hand cream empty. I don't usually feature hand creams because I always tend to use sort of the same kind of products, but this is the Vaseline Intensive Care Healthy Hands Stronger Nails with Keratin Hand Cream. I actually got sent this like months ago. It possibly was over a year ago, and this was a really beautiful hand cream. The only thing I would say was the size was a little bit too big, so it wasn't sort of travel friendly. I just used to use this at night, but it did sink into my hands beautifully, and it really did the trick at moisturizing them as well. So I think I would go out and buy this, but I'd probably have to like decant a little bit into a smaller jar or sort of squeezy tube if I wanted to travel with it. Lastly, I just have a few more makeup empties. So the first one is the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. Definitely would repurchase this again. It's a beautiful creamy concealer. It glides on really well. It comes in quite a few colours now, I think. It's only £4.19, so really affordable, and I just think you can't go wrong with this concealer. And then I have a few brow products as well. This I actually got free with a magazine. This is the new Benefit Goof Proof brow pencil. Now I'm on the fence whether I would buy this again. The actual formula and consistency of this brow product was amazing. I've never sort of used a pencil that glided on so well as this. The colour was quite dark, I can't even show you it, but it was a really dark brown. It was probably slightly too dark for my brows, so I would probably get a lighter shade. It had this really nice diamond angled shape, so it wasn't a fine pencil, but it did do the trick. The only other sort of like con I would say was this did keep falling out. It kind of broke off and I kept having to push it back in, so I am kind of on the fence whether I would buy this again. I do want to try the finer brow pencil in this first, and then I would probably decide which one I would buy out of the two. But the formula of this was amazing. I actually have a drugstore brow product as well. I'm a sucker for lip products, brow products, just anything. But brow products, I love trying new products. And going back to using a fine pencil, I've used the fine retractable brow pencil for years now, and I just wanted to try a normal pencil again to see how it compared. So I got this Loreal Brow Artist Shaper. You can hardly see it because there's hardly anything in it, but one end had wax on and a brow brush, and the other end had the pencil on. So I bought this in sort of a medium brown. I think it was really beautiful, but I wouldn't repurchase this again, only because it just hasn't got that fine enough tip. You kind of, every time you sharpen it, it'd be really nice with the fine tip, and then you would lose that the more you used it. But it was a really great brow pencil, especially with the wax and the brush on the other end. But if I had to choose between that and sort of a fine retractable pencil, I would probably buy that over another brow pencil again. So this mascara is from Loreal. This was their Mega Volume Miss Hippie mascara that I actually used in a Loreal One Brand First Impression. I again was on the fence about this when I first started using it. Then I really thought it was best to use with a lengthening mascara first and then using this on top. I found that was the best way to use this mascara, but I wouldn't repurchase this again. The formula was really nice, but the brush was just way too thick to sort of really get into your lashes. You just couldn't sort of define them or make them thick really well, if you know what I mean. You just couldn't get in right to the root of the lashes. So I just wouldn't repurchase that again just for that factor. But it does work really well with a lengthening mascara, but just the brush sort of let it down. So guys, I finally got through all my product empties. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did find this useful, and hopefully it will help you out when purchasing products in the future. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter and Snapchat for more inspiration. And if you missed my last two previous videos, especially my Disneyland vlog where I ran a half marathon, at the start of January I couldn't even run a mile, and I actually ran over 13 miles the other weekend, so it's a really big achievement for me. So definitely go and check out that vlog. Just click on the picture links if you want to go and check out either of my previous videos. Have a wonderful rest of the week guys, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Take care, bye.